I checked my watch for the 10th time before walking into the jewelry store. My hand would not stop shaking. Today marked our 5th wedding anniversary, and I wanted everything to be perfect. Inside my jacket rested a small list of promises I planned to read before asking Olivia to renew our vows. The saleswoman smiled. "Looking for something special?" "I need a ring," I answered. "Not because my wife asked for one, because my wife deserves one." The saleswoman opened several velvet boxes. "This one is elegant. This one shines beautifully. This one is our newest design." My eyes stopped on a simple diamond ring. "That one. A wonderful choice." "I hope so." After paying, I slipped the box into my pocket and whispered, "Tonight changes everything." For 2 weeks, I had secretly planned every detail. I reserved the same restaurant where our first date happened. I ordered Olivia's favorite flowers. I even asked the pianist to play our wedding song. Every little surprise carried one purpose. I wanted Olivia to remember why our marriage mattered. That evening, I arrived early. The restaurant glowed with warm candlelight. The manager walked over. "Everything is ready, Daniel." "Thank you." "The flowers arrived this afternoon. The pianist knows the song, every note." I smiled. "This means more than anyone knows." A few minutes later, Olivia walked through the entrance wearing the blue dress I loved most. "You look amazing," I said. Olivia smiled. "Thank you." I missed seeing that smile. "I've been busy." "I know. Tonight isn't about work." I pulled out the chair. "Dinner first." Olivia sat down. "This place brings back memories." Our first date. I remember. I never forgot. The waiter poured water before handing us menus. Neither of us opened them. "I already ordered," I said. "You planned everything?" "I wanted one perfect night." Olivia reached across the table and squeezed my hand. "You always try so hard." Because loving my wife never felt like work. For one peaceful moment, I believed everything between us remained unbreakable. Then Olivia's phone vibrated. Olivia looked at the screen. The smile disappeared. "Everything okay?" I asked. Olivia hesitated. "I need to answer." Olivia stepped away from the table. I watched the conversation from across the room. Olivia's expression changed from surprise to concern. After several minutes, Olivia returned. "I have to leave." "What?" "It's urgent. Tonight. Ryan needs help." The name hit harder than any punch. "Ryan. My old friend. I thought Ryan disappeared years ago." "Ryan called out of nowhere." "Can't somebody else help Ryan?" "I don't know." "Olivia. Tonight is our anniversary." "I know. I spent weeks planning this." "I'm sorry. Stay 1 hour." "I can't. Just dinner." "I really have to go." I stared across the table. "Ryan matters more than our anniversary?" "Don't make this harder. I'm asking one question." "I'll explain later." Olivia grabbed the purse. "I have to leave now." The chair scraped across the floor. Every nearby conversation suddenly felt louder. "Olivia. I'm sorry." The restaurant door closed. Silence remained. The waiter approached carefully. "Would you like dinner now?" I forced a weak smile. "Please bring everything." Course after course arrived. No conversation filled the empty chair. The pianist quietly began playing our wedding song. Every note felt like another crack inside my heart. Hours passed. The candles slowly melted into small pools of wax. The flowers started losing freshness. Guests celebrated birthdays. Couples laughed together. Families shared desserts. I stayed alone. Near midnight, the manager walked over again. "Daniel." "Yes." "I'm truly sorry." "So am I." The manager placed one small box on the table. "You almost forgot this." I looked at the diamond ring. I guess nobody needed it tonight. The drive home felt endless. Inside the house, every room looked cold. I called Olivia. No answer. I sent a message. Nothing. Another hour passed. Still nothing. My phone buzzed. Hope rushed through my chest. Instead of Olivia's reply, a social media notification appeared. Someone had tagged Ryan. Without thinking, I opened the photos. The first picture showed Ryan laughing. The second picture showed Olivia sitting beside Ryan. The third picture shattered everything. Ryan wrapped one arm around Olivia while both smiled at the camera. The timestamp matched our anniversary dinner. I stared at the screen until my vision blurred. "No." My voice barely existed. "No." The ring slipped from my fingers onto the floor. Every promise I planned to make disappeared with that sound. I finally understood a truth I never wanted to accept. Love could survive distance. Love could survive hardship. Love could survive mistakes. But love could never survive betrayal. The front door opened just after sunrise. I looked up from the couch without saying a word. Olivia froze. You stayed awake all night? I couldn't sleep. I'm sorry about yesterday. Were you really helping Ryan? Ryan had a personal emergency. More important than our anniversary. I already apologized. I stood slowly. I called. My phone died. I texted. I never saw the messages. I saw the pictures. Silence filled the room. Olivia looked away. Nothing happened. I watched Ryan holding you. Ryan needed comfort. I needed my wife. I didn't want another argument. You created one. Olivia walked into the kitchen. I need coffee. I need the truth. I already told you everything. No. I picked up my phone. The photos tell a different story. You don't understand. Then explain. I can't. Those two words hurt more than another lie. Olivia grabbed the coffee mug. I'm exhausted. So am I. Without another sentence, Olivia walked upstairs. I remained alone with questions that refused to leave. The next several days felt different. Every smile looked forced. Every conversation ended quickly. Every evening brought another excuse. I'm working late. The office needs me. A client scheduled dinner. A coworker needs help. I wanted to believe every explanation. My heart refused. One afternoon, my phone rang. Michael's name appeared. Hey, you sound terrible. I'm fine. No, I'll survive. Meet me. Where? Our usual coffee shop. I'll be there. An hour later, I sat across from Michael. Michael studied my face. You haven't slept. I've tried. Still thinking about the anniversary? I can't stop. Mike decide. I didn't want to say this. Say what? I noticed changes months ago. My chest tightened. What changes? Olivia started hiding the phone. I noticed. Olivia stopped joining friends. I noticed. Olivia always looked distracted. I noticed. Michael leaned closer. I hoped everything was my imagination. Why didn't you tell me? I wanted proof before hurting you. I appreciate that. I'm your friend. I know. Michael lowered the voice. Please don't ignore your instincts. I'm trying not to. Blind trust destroys good people. I still love Olivia. You can love somebody and still face reality. I nodded slowly. Those words stayed inside my head long after lunch ended. 3 days later, another strange moment happened. Olivia smiled while reading a message. The smile disappeared when I entered the room. Who was that? Nobody. You looked happy. It was work. Work makes you smile now. Sometimes. Olivia quickly locked the screen. That tiny movement answered more questions than any conversation. The following Friday, Olivia picked up the purse earlier than usual. I'm leaving. Office again. Big meeting. What time will you return? I don't know. I'll wait. You don't have to. The front door closed. I stood there for several seconds. Then I grabbed my car keys. I'm sorry, I whispered, but I need the truth. I followed from a safe distance. Traffic remained heavy enough that Olivia never noticed me. Instead of driving toward the office, Olivia turned downtown. My heartbeat quickened. Several minutes later, Olivia parked outside a luxury hotel. I parked across the street. Ryan stepped out of the entrance. Even from a distance, I recognized the smile. Olivia hurried forward. Ryan opened both arms. Olivia embraced Ryan without hesitation. I felt every remaining piece of trust break apart. Ryan kissed Olivia's forehead. Olivia laughed. That laugh once belonged to me. I wanted to run across the street. I wanted answers. I wanted somebody to explain why my marriage suddenly meant so little. Instead, I reached for my phone. My hand shook while recording everything. Ryan held Olivia's hand. Both walked inside together. The hotel doors closed. I stayed frozen inside my car. Anger screamed inside my mind. My heart demanded confrontation. My conscience whispered something different. Not yet. I replayed the video. Every second felt unbearable. Still, evidence mattered more than emotion. Another 30 minutes passed. Ryan and Olivia finally walked outside again. Ryan hugged Olivia once more. Olivia smiled before driving away. I waited until both cars disappeared. Only then did I start my engine. Back home, I transferred every photo and video onto my laptop. I created a folder. I named the folder Truth. The word looked painfully simple. That evening, Olivia returned home carrying takeout bags. I brought dinner. I'm not hungry. You should eat. I lost my appetite. Olivia studied my face. Everything okay? I forced myself to answer calmly. Just tired. I understand. No. Olivia understood nothing. Later that night, I opened the folder again. Every picture reminded me why patience mattered. Revenge built on anger could destroy my future. Justice built on truth could finally set me free. I closed the laptop, wiped away another tear, and made one silent promise. I would never let heartbreak turn me into someone I could no longer respect. I barely slept after saving every photo and video. Morning arrived without peace. I placed my laptop on the dining table beside a thick envelope. My hand stayed steady even though my heart felt exhausted. I no longer wanted another argument. I wanted the truth to stand between us without excuses. Olivia walked downstairs. Good morning. We need to talk. Can it wait? No. Olivia noticed the laptop. What's this? Sit down. I don't have much time. You'll make time. Olivia slowly pulled out a chair. What happened now? I found answers. I already explained everything. No. I opened the first video. Ryan appeared on the screen. Olivia watched without speaking. The embrace played. The smile followed. Ryan kissed Olivia's forehead. The video ended. I opened another clip. Then another. Finally, I placed printed photographs across the table. I wish none of this existed. Olivia crossed both arms. So you followed me. I searched for the truth. You invaded my privacy. My privacy disappeared the moment another man replaced me. You don't understand. Help me understand. I felt alone. I stared quietly. You worked all the time. I worked for our future. I needed attention. You needed honesty. I never planned this. You still chose Ryan. Olivia looked away. I wasn't happy. You never said that. I tried. No. I dropped hints. I asked direct questions. You never listened. I listened every day. You heard words. I believed vows. Silence stretched across the room. I picked up our wedding photo. I remember this day. So do I. I promised forever. I meant those promises. What changed? I changed. The answer sounded colder than winter. I placed the photograph back onto the table. The woman I married fought beside me. I got tired. The woman I married believed in us. I stopped believing. The woman standing here isn't the person I loved. Olivia closed tired eyes. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't rebuild trust. What do you want? I slid the envelope forward. Open it. Olivia slowly removed the papers. Confusion turned into shock. Divorce papers? Yes. You can't be serious. I've never been more serious. You want to throw away our marriage? Our marriage ended before today. We can fix this. Can you erase those pictures? No. Can you erase that hotel? No. Can you erase Ryan? Olivia stayed silent. I already have my answer. A tear rolled down Olivia's cheek. I didn't think everything would end. I didn't think my wife would leave our anniversary. Neither of us spoke for several moments. Finally, Olivia signed the papers. The pen sounded louder than any scream. I hope you find happiness. I hope you find honesty. Olivia stood. I'm moving out. I know. I'll stay with Ryan. I expected that. Without another word, Olivia carried 2 suitcases toward the front door. I watched every step without chasing after the marriage. The door closed. The house suddenly felt empty. I looked around every room. Wedding photos covered the walls. I removed each frame one by one. Every picture carried memories. Every memory carried pain. By sunset, every wall stood bare. The following weeks felt strange. I buried myself in work. I started exercising again. I cooked meals instead of ordering takeout. Some mornings still hurt. Some nights still felt endless. But each sunrise became a little easier. One Saturday, Michael called. Busy? Not really. Our company is helping at a community center. I'm not in the mood. Exactly why you should come. I don't know. You need people. I'll think about it. Michael laughed. Stop thinking. An hour later, I arrived. Volunteers filled the building. Some painted walls. Some packed food boxes. Others organized donated books. Michael handed me a pair of work gloves. Welcome back. I already regret this. You won't. For the first time in weeks, I almost smiled. While carrying supplies across the room, I accidentally bumped into someone. A box slipped from my hands. I'm so sorry. It's okay. I looked up. A woman knelt beside the scattered books. I should have watched where I was going. I wasn't paying attention either. We picked up the books together. I'm Emma. I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you. You too. Emma held up one damaged book. I think this one survived. Unlike my dignity. Emma laughed softly. Bad mornings happen. I've had several. I understand. Something about Emma's calm voice felt different. No pressure. No judgment. Only kindness. Michael walked over. I see introductions already happened. I accidentally created extra work. Emma smiled. I've seen worse. The rest of the afternoon passed surprisingly quickly. Emma shared stories about volunteering. I shared stories about fixing computers for local schools. Conversation felt easy, natural, comfortable. When everyone prepared to leave, Emma waved. I'll probably volunteer next weekend too. I might come back. I hope so. So do I. Driving home, I realized something unexpected. Meeting Emma didn't erase my heartbreak. Meeting Emma didn't magically heal my wounds. Meeting Emma simply reminded me that one person's betrayal didn't mean every heart carried the same intentions. For the first time since my anniversary collapsed, I believe my future might still hold something worth smiling about. 6 months passed faster than I expected. Every morning started with a run instead of painful memories. Every evening ended with gratitude instead of regret. I worked harder, laughed more, and slowly became someone I recognized again. The scars remained, but the wounds no longer controlled every thought. One Saturday morning, my phone buzzed. Good morning. I smiled after seeing Emma's name. Good morning. Volunteering today. I wouldn't miss it. I saved extra coffee. I'm already on my way. When I arrived, Emma handed me a warm cup. Still drinking black coffee? I'm finally enjoying it. Emma laughed. Progress. I'll take that as a compliment. It definitely is. We spent hours organizing donated furniture. Between lifting boxes and arranging shelves, conversation flowed naturally. What made you start volunteering? Emma asked. I needed something bigger than my sadness. Did it help? More than therapy ever could. I'm glad. What about you? My father believed helping strangers made every community stronger. Sounds like good advice. I still follow it. I can tell. Emma smiled without saying another word. That quiet smile felt more comforting than grand promises. A few days later, Emma invited me to dinner. I want you to meet someone. Should I be nervous? Only if you dislike homemade pie. I already like this invitation. Emma laughed. You'll survive. That evening, Emma opened the front door. Welcome. Thank you. The smell of fresh food filled the house. Another woman walked into the dining room. You must be Daniel. I am. I'm Grace. It's nice to meet you. The pleasure belongs to me. Grace hugged me before I could react. You look surprised. I wasn't expecting that. Everybody deserves a warm welcome. For the first time in a long while, a house felt like home. Dinner passed with easy conversation. Grace suddenly looked at me. Emma told me a little about your past. I wasn't my best version back then. You survived. I barely did. Grace nodded gently. Can I tell you something? Of course. Never confuse peaceful love with boring love. I listened carefully. Real love doesn't exhaust the heart. I never thought about that. Drama feels exciting. I learned that lesson. Peace lasts longer. I believe that now. Grace smiled proudly. I'm happy. So am I. After dinner, Emma walked me outside. My mother likes you. I like your mother. Good answer. I'm serious. I know. Emma stepped closer. I enjoy spending time together. I do too. No pressure. I appreciate that. No games. I appreciate that even more. Our friendship kept growing. Movie nights replaced lonely evenings. Morning walks replaced silent weekends. Honest conversations replaced hidden feelings. Nothing felt rushed. Nothing felt forced. One afternoon, Michael called. Have you heard anything? About what? Ryan. No. Ryan's business is collapsing. I didn't know. Money disappeared. I'm sorry to hear that. Olivia isn't happy. I expected problems eventually. They've been arguing constantly. I remained quiet. Michael continued. Apparently Ryan made big promises. I've heard promises before. Ryan couldn't keep any. I hope everybody learned something. You sound different. I don't hate anyone anymore. I'm proud of you. Thanks. Weeks later, another unexpected call arrived. The caller ID displayed Olivia. I hesitated before answering. Hello, Daniel. Why are you calling? I just wanted to talk. I'm busy. Please. What happened? Nothing feels right anymore. Silence settled between us. Finally, Olivia whispered. Ryan isn't the person I believed. I already knew that. I should have listened. I hope you find peace. Do you miss me? I closed my eyes. I miss who I thought my wife was. The call ended quietly. I felt sadness. Not love. Not anger. Only sadness. Another month passed. Emma and I spent an afternoon walking through the same park where our friendship truly began. Leaves drifted across the path. Emma smiled. This place changed everything. It really did. I never expected to meet someone carrying books like that. I never expected somebody to help instead of complain. Emma laughed. I still remember that moment. So do I. My heart beat faster. I reached in my jacket. The small velvet box rested inside. The same ring waited patiently all those months. I stopped walking. Emma looked confused. Everything okay? I've carried something for a long time. I opened the box. The diamonds sparkled beneath the afternoon sunlight. Emma covered the mouth with both hands. I bought this ring for another anniversary. Emma stayed silent. I couldn't give it away that night. Another tear filled Emma's eyes. Today feels different. It does. I finally understand what love should feel like. I took a slow breath. Emma, yes. I don't promise perfection. I don't expect perfection. I promise honesty. I believe you. I promise respect. I know. I promise never to stop choosing us. A tear rolled down Emma's cheek. Will you marry me? Emma laughed through happy tears. Yes. Really? Absolutely yes. I slipped the ring onto Emma's finger. The diamond finally found the hand it was always meant to grace. Emma wrapped both arms around me. For the first time in many years, I understood that losing the wrong person had quietly guided me toward the right one, and my new beginning finally felt complete. 3 peaceful months passed after my engagement. Every morning started beside Emma, and every evening ended with laughter instead of silence. Wedding plans slowly replaced painful memories. My heart finally rested without carrying yesterday's weight. One afternoon, Michael called. I heard something. What happened? Ryan disappeared. What do you mean? Ryan left Olivia. I stayed quiet. Ryan found someone richer. I'm not surprised. Ryan also lost almost everything. What happened? Bad investments. I see. Ryan blamed everybody except Ryan. Some people never change. Mike sighed. Olivia lost plenty too. What do you mean? Office rumors spread. About the affair? Exactly. That's unfortunate. Several promotions disappeared. I looked through the window. I never wanted revenge. I know. Life handled everything without my help. I thought you'd celebrate. I don't feel happy. What do you feel? Relief. I understand. The call ended, but my thoughts remained strangely calm. That evening, Emma noticed my silence. Everything okay? Michael shared some news. About Olivia? Yes. Emma gently held my hand. You don't have to tell me. I want honesty between us. Emma smiled. I appreciate that. Ryan abandoned Olivia. Emma nodded slowly. That must be painful. I don't enjoy hearing it. Kind people rarely enjoy another person's suffering. I only wanted peace. You already found it. Emma squeezed my hand. I'm proud of you. A week later, Grace visited. Grace carried fresh cookies into the kitchen. I brought dessert. You always spoil us. I call it love. Emma laughed. I learned from the best. We shared coffee around the dining table. Grace looked toward me. How's your heart? Peaceful. Any regrets? Only wasting years begging for love. Grace nodded. Every lesson has a price. I finally understand that. You also gained something. I gained Emma. Emma smiled warmly. I gained you too. The afternoon felt light. Simple conversations now meant more than dramatic promises ever had. 2 weeks later, I finished work early. Emma worked from home that afternoon. The smell of dinner welcomed me before I reached the kitchen. Something smells amazing. Emma laughed. Wait until you taste it. The doorbell interrupted us. I'll get it, Emma said. I continued setting plates onto the table. A few seconds later, complete silence filled the hallway. Something felt wrong. I walked toward the entrance. Emma stood near the open door. Another familiar face stood outside. Olivia. Emma quietly stepped aside. Neither woman spoke. My eyes met Olivia's. Olivia looked exhausted. Dark circles surrounded tired eyes. Hope mixed with shame across Olivia's face. Then Olivia noticed the ring. My anniversary ring rested on Emma's finger. Olivia froze. No. The whisper barely reached me. No. Another tear escaped. Daniel. I took a slow breath. What brings you here? Can we talk? Emma looked toward me. I'll give both some privacy. I gently shook my head. No. Emma understood immediately. Emma remained beside me. I don't keep secrets anymore. Olivia nodded weakly. I understand. Silence stretched between us. Finally, Olivia spoke again. Ryan left. I heard. Ryan found someone wealthier. I'm sorry. Ryan never loved me. I answered honestly. I knew that before. Olivia lowered tired eyes. I lost everything. I remained quiet. My job changed. I heard. People stopped trusting me. I'm sorry. I thought excitement meant happiness. It rarely does. I remember everything now. I waited. I remembered late nights. I remembered birthday surprises. I remembered anniversary plans. The final sentence broke into tears. I destroyed everything. You made choices. I thought another chance existed. So did I. I didn't appreciate that chance. No. Olivia looked directly into my eyes. I came to ask forgiveness. You already have it. Confusion covered Olivia's face. You forgive me? I forgave you months ago. Then come back. I slowly shook my head. I can't. Why? Forgiveness isn't the same as rebuilding trust. I changed. So did I. I'll spend my life proving it. You don't owe proof to me anymore. I still love you. I smiled sadly. I don't. The words sounded gentle. Not cruel. Simply true. Olivia looked toward Emma. I never imagined somebody else wearing that ring. Emma softly answered. I never imagined receiving it either. Olivia wiped another tear away. I deserve this. I spoke quietly. This isn't punishment. It feels like punishment. It's the result of choices. I understand now. I hope you really do. Olivia looked around the house. Every wall now displayed new memories. Travel photographs, family dinners, volunteer events, engagement pictures. Nothing from my old marriage remained. This house feels different. It became a home again. You look happy. I am. Olivia closed tired eyes. I spent months chasing excitement and lost peace. Yes, I spent years protecting our marriage. I know, I was too blind. We both learned. But only one future survived. I gently placed my arm around Emma. My future stands beside me. Emma squeezed my hand. I'll never take this love for granted. Olivia nodded slowly. I believe you. Another long silence followed. Finally, Olivia stepped backward. I won't bother both again. I wish you healing. I don't deserve kindness. Kindness isn't earned through perfection. Tears rolled down Olivia's face once more. Goodbye, Daniel. Goodbye. The front door quietly closed. Emma rested the head against my shoulder. Are you okay? I think I finally closed the last door. Emma smiled. I'm here. I know. For the first time since my anniversary shattered my world, I realized karma never needed anger, revenge, or cruel words. Karma simply allowed every choice to return to the person who made it. Standing beside Emma, I finally understood that my greatest victory was never watching someone else lose everything. My greatest victory was refusing to lose myself. The morning after Olivia visited my home, I believed everything had finally ended. I returned to work with a lighter heart. The painful chapter that had followed me for months no longer controlled my thoughts. I came home that evening expecting another peaceful dinner with Emma. The doorbell rang. Emma looked toward me. I'll answer. I have a feeling I know who it is. I walked to the door. Olivia stood outside again. Red eyes and trembling hands revealed another sleepless night. I'm sorry for coming back. What do you need? One last conversation. I looked at Emma. Emma nodded gently. I'll stay. I smiled. I want that. Olivia took a deep breath. I wasn't honest yesterday. I'm listening. I didn't only lose Ryan. I remained silent. I lost myself. I know that feeling. I thought Ryan loved me. Olivia lowered tired eyes. Ryan loved attention. I realized that long ago. I ignored every warning. You made your choice. I believed excitement meant happiness. It rarely does. I traded loyalty for temporary feelings. I folded my arms. Why are you here? I need you to hear everything. I'm listening. Tears filled Olivia's eyes. Ryan never planned a future. I expected that. Ryan only stayed while money existed. I heard. When money disappeared, Ryan disappeared too. I'm sorry. I finally understood every sacrifice you made. I stayed quiet. I remembered late nights. I remembered overtime. I remembered birthdays. I remember vacations you postponed. I remembered every promise. Olivia covered the face. I treated love like something ordinary. You did. I thought you would always wait. I almost did. I'm ashamed. You should forgive yourself someday. I don't know how. That takes time. Olivia looked directly at me. Please come back. I slowly shook my head. I can't. I'll spend every day earning your trust. My trust belongs somewhere else now. Emma quietly stepped closer beside me. No fear appeared across Emma's face. No jealousy entered Emma's voice. Only calm confidence remained. Emma gently held my hand. I'll support whatever decision you make. I squeezed Emma's hand. Thank you. Olivia watched us together. I can see something different. What do you mean? Peace. I nodded. I searched for peace during my marriage. I never gave it. No. I finally understand. I looked toward the window before speaking again. I want to tell you something. I'm listening. The anniversary wasn't only about dinner. Confusion crossed Olivia's face. I spent weeks planning everything. I know. You don't know everything. I walked into the living room. From a small drawer, I removed an old notebook. I wrote something that night. Olivia quietly waited. I opened the worn page. I wanted to read these promises before giving you the ring. A long breath escaped my chest. I promised to choose my marriage every morning. Another page turned. I promised to protect your dreams. Another page. I promised to grow old beside you. My voice became softer. I never had the chance to read those words. Tears streamed down Olivia's face. I didn't deserve them. Maybe not. I destroyed every promise. You destroyed our future. I'm sorry. I believe you. You do. Yes. But belief doesn't change consequences. Olivia nodded. I understand. I closed the notebook. For months, I carried anger. I know. I wanted answers. I couldn't give them. I wanted justice. You deserved it. Then something changed. What changed? I stopped asking why you left. Olivia listened carefully. I started asking how I could rebuild myself. Emma smiled proudly. That answer changed everything. It really did. Olivia wiped away another tear. I wish I had become this honest sooner. So do I. But life doesn't move backward. No. Another silence settled around us. Finally, Olivia stepped away from the doorway. I won't return again. I think that's best. I hope your future stays beautiful. Thank you. Olivia looked toward Emma. Please treasure that ring. Emma smiled warmly. I already treasure the person who gave it. Olivia nodded slowly. I believe that. Without another word, Olivia walked toward the sidewalk. I watched until Olivia disappeared around the corner. The door quietly closed. Emma wrapped both arms around me. How do you feel? Lighter. No sadness. Only gratitude. Emma looked surprised. For what? For surviving. Months passed peacefully. Spring arrived with bright skies and fresh beginnings. Emma and I married in a small ceremony surrounded by people who truly cared about us. Michael stood beside me. Grace cried before the ceremony even started. I can't help it. I laughed. I expected this. Emma smiled. I did too. The wedding felt simple. The happiness felt enormous. Exactly 1 year after the anniversary that once broke my heart, Emma planned another special evening. The restaurant looked familiar. I stopped walking. This place. Emma smiled. I know. You remembered. I wanted new memories here. Michael raised a glass. To second chances. Grace smiled. To peaceful love. Everyone laughed. I looked around the table. No empty chair remained. No painful silence filled the room. Only warmth. Only family. Only hope. Emma reached across the table. Happy anniversary. I smiled. Happy anniversary. The pianist quietly began playing a beautiful melody. This time I didn't feel heartbreak. I felt home. I looked at the diamond ring shining on Emma's hand. The same ring once carried disappointment. Now the same ring carried trust. I finally understood something that had taken an entire year to learn. Karma never arrived because I chased revenge. Karma arrived because I chose healing over hatred. Karma arrived because I protected my dignity instead of begging for another chance. Most importantly, karma arrived because losing the wrong person opened the path toward the right one. I raised my glass and looked at everyone smiling around the table. I want to say one thing. Michael laughed. Only one. Everyone smiled. I once believed my story ended on the night my anniversary was destroyed. Emma gently squeezed my hand. I know. I was wrong. Grace nodded proudly. You found your real beginning. I did. I looked at Emma with complete certainty. My greatest victory was never watching someone else regret leaving me. Emma smiled through happy tears. My greatest victory was becoming someone strong enough to recognize real love when real love finally found me. Everyone lifted their glasses. So did I. The room filled with laughter, warm conversation, and hopeful dreams for tomorrow. For the first time in my life, I knew the ring had finally found its true home, and so had my heart.